A keystone species is a species that has a disproportionately large effect on its environment relative to its abundance. Like a keystone in an archway, their removal can cause the whole structure to collapse. They are the unsung heroes of the natural world, maintaining balance and diversity in their ecosystems. These species are not necessarily the largest or most abundant, but their impact is crucial. They help control populations, modify habitats, and influence the flow of energy and nutrients through the ecosystem. Their presence or absence can trigger a cascade of effects, impacting a wide range of other species. Imagine a world without these vital players. Their loss can lead to ecosystem collapse, a domino effect impacting everything from plant life to top predators. Understanding the importance of keystone species is essential for effective conservation efforts. It's time we shine a light on these unsung heroes and understand their critical role in maintaining the health of our planet. In the heart of Yellowstone National Park, the reintroduction of wolves in 1995 tells a remarkable story of ecological restoration. Once hunted to near extinction, these apex predators returned to a landscape that had felt their absence for decades. Upon their return, the wolves' impact was immediate and widespread. Elk populations, previously unchecked, began to decline. This shift in prey behavior had a cascading effect on the entire ecosystem. With fewer elk overgrazing, vegetation began to regenerate. Aspen and willow trees, once decimated, experienced a resurgence. This in turn provided habitat for beavers, birds, and a host of other species. The wolves' return transformed Yellowstone, demonstrating the power of keystone species to reshape entire ecosystems. Their presence restored balance and brought back the park's natural rhythms. In the Pacific Ocean's kelp forests, another keystone species plays a crucial role: the sea otter. These adorable creatures, with their playful antics and thick fur, are essential for maintaining the health and diversity of this underwater world. Sea otters are voracious eaters, consuming vast quantities of sea urchins. These spiny invertebrates graze on kelp, and without the otters to keep their numbers in check, they can decimate entire kelp forests. Kelp forests provide vital habitat for a wide range of marine life, from fish and invertebrates to seabirds and marine mammals. They also absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, playing a role in mitigating climate change. When sea otters are present, they control sea urchin populations, allowing kelp forests to thrive. This delicate balance ensures the survival of countless species and the health of the entire ecosystem. Bees, though small in size, are giants in the world of pollination. These buzzing insects play a critical role in the reproduction of a vast array of plants, including many of the fruits, vegetables, and nuts that make up our diet. As they flit from flower to flower, bees transfer pollen, enabling plants to produce seeds and fruits. This process is essential for the survival of countless plant species and the animals that depend on them, including humans. Without bees, our agricultural systems would be in jeopardy. The loss of these pollinators would have devastating consequences for food security and the global economy. The decline of bee populations in recent years has raised alarm bells worldwide. It's a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of all living things and the importance of protecting these tiny but mighty creatures. Section 5. Unraveling the ecosystem consequences of keystone loss. The removal of a keystone species from an ecosystem is like pulling a thread from a tapestry. The consequences can be far-reaching and devastating, unraveling the intricate web of life that has evolved over millennia. Without keystone species to regulate populations, control prey, or modify habitats, ecosystems can experience a domino effect of negative impacts. Prey species may overgraze, leading to habitat loss for other animals. Plant communities can change, impacting food sources and shelter. The loss of keystone species can also disrupt the delicate balance of predator-prey relationships, leading to cascading effects throughout the food web. This can result in a decline in biodiversity, making the ecosystem more vulnerable to collapse. The consequences of keystone loss are a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of all living things and the vital role these species play in maintaining the health and stability of our planet. Section 6. A World Without Wolves, the Yellowstone Story. Before the reintroduction of wolves to Yellowstone, the park was a different place. Elk populations had exploded, overgrazing vegetation and impacting the entire ecosystem. Without wolves to keep their numbers in check, elk browsed freely on young trees, preventing the regeneration of aspen and willow forests. This loss of habitat had ripple effects on a wide range of species, from beavers to songbirds. The decline of these trees also led to increased erosion along riverbanks as their roots no longer stabilized the soil. The absence of wolves had transformed Yellowstone into an ecosystem out of balance. The reintroduction of wolves in 1995 marked a turning point. Their presence as apex predators restored the natural order, reminding us of the profound impact keystone species can have on even the most complex ecosystems. Section 7. Silent forests, empty seas, echoes of lost keystones. The consequences of losing keystone species are evident in ecosystems around the world. From silent forests to empty seas, the echoes of their absence serve as a stark warning. In the kelp forests of the Pacific Northwest, the decline of sea otters due to hunting and habitat loss led to an explosion of sea urchins. These spiny creatures decimated kelp forests, transforming once thriving underwater ecosystems into barren wastelands. In the grasslands of Africa, the decline of elephants, keystone herbivores, has allowed woody vegetation to encroach, transforming open savannas into dense thickets. This shift in vegetation has cascading effects on a wide range of species, from grazing animals to the insects that depend on specific plants. These examples highlight the far-reaching consequences of keystone loss and the urgent need to protect these vital species before it's too late. Section 8. Protecting our unsung heroes' conservation efforts. Recognizing the critical role of keystone species, conservationists around the world are working tirelessly to protect these unsung heroes and the ecosystems they sustain. Efforts range from habitat restoration and anti-poaching patrols to community-based conservation programs and international collaborations. Researchers are studying keystone species to better understand their ecological roles and identify the most effective conservation strategies. In Yellowstone, ongoing monitoring of wolf populations and their prey helps ensure the continued success of their reintroduction. In the Pacific Ocean, efforts to reduce pollution and protect sea otter populations aim to restore the balance of kelp forest ecosystems. By supporting conservation organizations, advocating for wildlife protection policies, and making sustainable choices in our daily lives, we can all play a part in safeguarding these vital species. Section 9. A call to action, our role in their survival. The fate of keystone species, and indeed the health of our planet, rests in our hands. It's time to recognize the interconnectedness of all living things and embrace our responsibility to protect the natural world. By supporting sustainable practices, reducing our ecological footprint, and advocating for wildlife conservation, we can create a future where keystone species continue to thrive, ensuring the balance and diversity of ecosystems for generations to come. Let us be inspired by the wolves of Yellowstone, the sea otters of the kelp forests, and the humble bees that pollinate our crops. Let their stories remind us of the power of nature and the importance of our role as stewards of this planet. The time for action is now. Together, let us ensure that these unsung heroes continue to play their vital role in the symphony of life on Earth.